ready to do a little book haul with you to tell you about all of the things I picked up. I exercised a great deal of restraint today. And what I mean by that is that I only picked up 6 books, which is good. Last year I picked up way more, spent a ton of money. I spent just under $75, which is a good deal for 6 books. One of which is very new. It's like a very new release. And I will show you all of them now. I should flip my camera, shouldn't I? I'm not gonna. Sorry. I can invert it. Can I invert it? I'll try. Alright, my first book that I picked up is When Haru Was Here by Dustin Tao. And this book sounds incredible. I had never heard of this book before, so this is like totally new to me. I saw the cover and was like, oh, that's beautiful. And so I picked it up to read the back, and on the back it says here that it's like We Are Okay meets WandaVision in a novel about loss and learning to let go. And it's about a teenager whose best friend dies, and he starts creating these imaginary scenarios to help him deal with that grief. And it sounds like a really sad exploration of grief. He basically like imagines a friend who is a boy he had met on a trip to Japan like a year before or something, and one day he Haru walks into the coffee shop, and he's the only one who can see him, and they become fast friends, and then he starts having trouble telling what's real and what's not, and ultimately has to grapple with his grief in order to set his life back to normal, even if that means losing Haru, who is this friend who has gotten him through all of this pain. So it sounds devastating, but it sounds really beautiful. I picked up Mockingjay, which I know maybe seems like a silly thing to pick up, considering I own a few copies of the Hunger Games series, but this is the final piece of my original trilogy for my set that I have here in Korea. So I already have the Hunger Games and Catching Fire, needed Mockingjay to round out all 3, so now I have that. The thing I am the most excited about by far is Sunrise on the Reaping, which is obviously the newest Hunger Games book about Haymitch. And I can't believe I haven't read this yet. The fact that this came out a couple of months ago and I still haven't read it is insane, because the Hunger Games novels, as I'm sure you know if you've spent any amount of time here with me, are my favorite books in the world, bar none. Nothing comes close. I literally love them with my whole heart and soul. So I'm so excited to get into that. As soon as I finish the reading for the vlog that I'm currently reading, I plan to immediately hop into Sunrise on the Reaping, and I'm so excited. Alright, for kind of a switch up in vibe, I bought Dracula by Bram Stoker. This is a classic I've been wanting to read for years. I mean, first of all, who doesn't love a gothic vampire classic? That sounds fun. But also, what really convinced me that I wanted to read this was all those people on Tumblr that do yearly reads of Dracula, where they read along with the days, because they're dated. It'll be the 3rd of October, and then there'll be your chapter, but people will buddy read it alongside the character. They'll read whatever day they're on, and I've seen a few passages from the novel when people are doing that, and have really enjoyed the little passages I've read. So I'm actually really excited to read Dracula. I think it's going to be really fun. I'm excited. So at some point I'll get to Dracula. Maybe I'll do a vampire reading vlog and I'll read Dracula for it. Or maybe I'll just read Dracula for funsies. Or maybe I'll read it for its own vlog. Who knows? The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, which has been on my TBR basically since it came out. Still haven't read it. I saw a TikTok recommendations video last year that was recommending books it was like a pretty niche recommendation video, but it was like books with like rage recommended using like a sentence or a line or like a paragraph from the book, and the line that she had chosen to use as the like recommendation thing for the Poppy War, I was immediately like, oh, I have to read that soon. And I own it on ebook, but it was on sale and in print, and I know I don't get to read books in book form very often anymore, just because like my access to them is a little more limited, because a lot of times I have to ship them internationally. I live in a teeny tiny microscopic shoebox apartment. My like entire apartment is the size of my childhood bedroom, basically. Regardless, I just don't have space to keep very many books, especially with all of the rest of the things that I have, which are many. So, when I saw this is a 5-star prediction. I think I'm gonna love it. I just wanted to have it in a hard copy. And then if I like it, I'll go back in winter and I'll buy the rest of I think it's a trilogy. If I really like the first one, I'll go back and I'll buy the other 2, and then I'll have the set. Okay, and then the last book I picked up is The Cursed Moon by Angela Cervantes. And this sounds really, really fun. This also sounds like lightly reminiscent of something I just finished reading, which is interesting, but I believe this is middle grade. But it sounds so much fun. I love every once in a while popping out a good middle grade. But this is following a young boy, Rafael Fuentes, who isn't easily scared and likes to make like spooky ghost stories up on the spot to like scare his friends. And one night under the blood moon, he tells the story of the caretaker, I think it is, or is it the caretaker, an evil ghost who lures unsuspecting kids into the neighborhood pond, a la La Llorona vibes, question mark, and they don't ever come out. And he's really proud of his new spooky story until strange things start happening. Turns out he has created a ghost, and he's the only one who can stop it. And I just think this sounds like a really fun read. It's short. I think it'll be a blast. I'm excited to read it. The back is fun. It's cute. It has like a little childhood, you know, the like spooky little childhood rhymes. And it's like 1, 2, caretakers coming for you. 3, 4, you'll breathe no more. 5, 6, you'll float like sticks. 7, 8, you'll meet your fate. Cindy, what are you most excited about?
I'm excited about this one
Mm-hmm.
and this one.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, you've got quite a haul. Me too.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yep. Our new bookmarks that I got.
Yes, we did get new bookmarks. They're pretty. Yes. Christian, what are you most excited about?
I'm most excited about Cersei right now.
Nice. Georgia, what are you most excited about?
These ones.
Nice. Cute. So there you have it. Those were the 6 books that I picked up. I think this is a great haul. I'm really excited about all of these. I hope I get to read all of them soon. I still haven't read all of the books that I bought last year. There are a couple that I still need to get through that I just haven't gotten around to yet. So, but now that I'm reading more, now that I'm out of my reading slump, which was awful, and I hope it never happens again. I'm so over it. That's not what we're talking about right now. But now that I'm back reading a lot more, I hope I can knock all of these out soon. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have a ton of fun videos coming up, some reading vlogs, some maybe sit down and talking videos. I'm planning a few of those. If you had fun, please be sure to go down, hit subscribe, hang out, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye! Awkward heart.